They don't call us the Lone Star River Riders for nothing. Okay, so we're the Lone Star River Riders, and we bombed that one, but that one ain't nothing. We're gonna come down here and bomb this one. Let's go!
Oh, Tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, Tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, Tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, Tico, Tico, tap. This Tico, Tico, he's a cuckoo in my car.
What is up, iSnag? I hope y'all enjoyed that waterfall rapid video that I just put out. I just needed to get a video out there. It's been a while. Fishing's been a little weird. That transition time is here. We just got our first like real cold front down here in South Texas, and we're supposed to get another one this Friday. So low 40s is what's calling from this cold front, so it's gonna be weird. Speaking of Friday, Lone Star River Riders, iSnag TV, and Skinny Water Boys TV, we are heading out to the Devil's River. So if you check it out behind me, I've got the stuff I'm taking out here to the Devils. I'll run through it a little bit. I wish I had time to do a really in-depth video on what I'm taking, why I'm taking it, but I'm just going to skim through it really fast. I don't have enough time with us leaving tomorrow afternoon and trying to get stuff done here at work, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so what's up? I'm going to go ahead and run through real quick what I'm taking out there to the Devil's River this Friday. We're doing a 3-day, 2-night camping trip with Amistad Expeditions. We are going to do, I believe, mile marker 15 to 30. Going to be camping 2 nights out there, so I'm taking a few different things and hopefully getting on a lot of fish. So to start off, because of the cold front, the wind, and a few other factors that are out there, I'm actually taking a sleeping bag, which is in that blue bag with the chartreuse strap there. A little one-person sleeping bag. I think it was 15 bucks at Academy. I am taking obviously a water bottle with a few bottles of water and the life straw. I'm going to keep that full with some of the pumps that we have or that Manuel has, and I've got my cot in there. Definitely don't want to be sleeping on the rocks out there in the Del Rio area, so you know I'm going to sleep on a cot in the sleeping bag, or I'm sorry, in the tent in a sleeping bag with that cold weather. I'm going to be taking 3 dry bags, I think a 20 liter that has like a blanket and my sleeping bag and a pillow. That red bag is on my dry clothes. Because that cold front will be hitting when we're out there, I am going to be taking, you know, sweatpants. As you can see, there's a beanie, some stuff to stay bundled up, a couple jackets. I mean, we're from South Texas, and cold and South Texans don't really mix. That orange dry bag back there in the back, that is full of food. The Devil's River is actually the first river to become catch and release only, specific to bass. So you can eat catfish, you can eat you know, panfish and things of that nature, but you know, we're not really gonna be trying to target catfish, and you know, if they're not biting, they're not biting. So we have food. We're taking a lot of easy food like tuna in water, chicken in water, you know, you name it, we'll be taking it. Some crackers, snacks, basically, you know, food that won't soil over the days that we're out there. You know, instant potatoes, instant pasta sides, great stuff to eat, you know, with the fish that you catch to eat. I actually love these shoes. I know a lot of guys go out there and spend a lot of money on water specific shoes, but I don't. 15 bucks at Walmart, you can't beat them, man. These are great water shoes in my opinion. They last about 3 months, maybe more if you don't fish as much as I do. And when they go bad, they're 15 bucks. You're not breaking the bank. You're not spending $200-300, even $100 on a pair of shoes. So I definitely recommend those. Take a little canteen if we make some like hot stuff, coffee, just if I want to drink some water and mix the flavor with, you know, a pack of Crystal Light or something like that. You actually have to take toilet bags, so that's going to be a new thing for me. I've never actually had to, you know, relieve myself in a bag and take it with us the entire float, so that should be awkward and, you know, different. I'm taking 3 rods. Not going to be taking the big 3 or anything big really. I really don't want to take that Ducket 7 foot, but that's my top water Buzz Frog lure, you know, style lure rod, and I just can't throw it anything else on that besides a crankbait. So definitely going to take that one. I'm taking my finesse setup for shaky head stuff, wacky rig stuff, even smaller stuff, Ned rigs if that, you know, cold weather's got them feeling weird, and then the Concept 13 I won for the river bassin tournament with my Lose LFS paired up there with a little finesse jig, and obviously I'll change out things as need be if swim baits are more of what's getting hit. You know, we'll talk about that. Now, kind of more of the important side of things for, you know, getting out there and actually catching some fish. I love my J crate. My J crate that I won from the river bassin tournament is probably one of my favorite things, or any addition to my kayak arsenal. It keeps everything dry, safe. If it rains, it doesn't get wet. To prevent it from getting wet, should I take a spill this weekend, I actually just used some seal. Let me see if I can focus on the camera there. I used some seal and went around the perimeter of the J crate, kind of keeping it watertight, airtight, at least for the, you know, minute or two I would need to flip back everything over and you know, make sure I don't lose any of my goods. As far as what's in here, as far as tackle, I'm going to start off with my frogs. I'm taking all my frogs. I'm taking a few walk-in hard baits like spooks, poppers, but I hear hollow body frogs and ribbit style frogs are the ticket out there on the Devils. You cannot go out to the Devils without terminal tackle, so I've got my barrage of terminal tackle. EWG hooks, weights, shaky head, wacky rig, you know, swim bait hooks, you name it, I'm bringing it. Soft plastics and trailers. I mean, I'm gonna take basically everything I usually take on the river. My real clear water swim bait / trailers, the dirtier water stuff, some spike it, top toads, and I'm actually gonna throw this little A-rig thing. I just kind of want to throw it. I've had it in my tackle box forever and I've never thrown it. Those of you that have followed the channel or just follow what we do out there in general, you've understood that I become addicted to swim bait. So I'm going to take my swim bait arsenal out there, hopefully get bit by a big smallmouth, big largemouth. We'll see what happens. Jigs, I'm taking all my jigs, my finesse jigs, my football head jigs, my, you know, standard jigs. Jigs are going to be a big part with all those big rocks and drop-offs out there. Now, the biggest thing I've heard to take on the river is a bag of plastics. So I've got my bag of plastics that I usually don't have in here because, I mean, in the summer and in the early fall, you're fishing big heavy stuff. You don't really need brush hogs or anything small like that with these rivers that we're doing. But I hear in that clear water out there, if you're not taking a bag full of plastics, you are definitely missing out. Now, after the plastics, I'm taking a different, I had to get a different cell phone holder because I got the iPhone 8 Plus, so I needed a bigger cell phone protector to take some sweet photos out there, not that we'll have any service. You definitely want a good headlight. This is a super bright LED headlight. It's like 150 lumens. I'm in the LED game when I'm not fishing, so I definitely needed one of those. Taking your pliers, cutters, couple GoPro mounts, like hard cases, waterproof cases, just different cases, microphones, a bag of rice in case the unfortunate event of me dropping the GoPro happens. Definitely taking some allergy medicine. I don't know if you can tell, sound stuffed up. Your whistles, all your TPWD things, your necessities that you need to kayak in general. A knife for general purpose use. I have my machete that I took on our other overnight trip that I'll take with me. So overall, I don't think I'm taking a whole lot. I know some guys take a lot less, but for what we need for this trip, I believe I am not taking anything overly unnecessary. So guys, like I said, stay tuned. Hopefully this is a kick-ass trip. I mean, we've been planning this trip for months. We postponed it because it was going to be in the dead heat of the summer. With our luck, we're doing it now in the end of October, and the cold front's coming through. So hey, that's just the way Texas is. It'll be it'll be 81 day and 40 and snow in the next. So it's not going to snow, but it's going to be really chilly. Stay tuned. Hopefully we get a lot of big fish, and we will catch you, I guess, in a couple weeks maybe after I get done editing and go through the footage. We'll see you.